Welcome, ladies, to the Work in Real Time episode 10. It is March the 11th. My name is Alicia, and I am a holistic health coach who supports women in creating lives that feel sustainable, nourishing, and grounded. This week, I am still in the bonus module, Black Women, Food, and Body Liberation. I worked inside lesson 2, which is all about the body as a battleground due to beauty standards, power, and policing. The main practice I focused on this week was slowing down when I eat, being more present, not multitasking or watching TV. I can't say I did it for every meal, but I did it enough to notice. When I slow down and actually chew my food instead of gulping it down in chunks, my body feels different afterwards. I don't get that unsettled, bloated, feeling. I'm eating similar amounts, but my body doesn't feel as stuffed. And that made me pause, because it reminded me sometimes it's not just what we eat, it's the state we're in while we eat. Rushed eating has a feeling, and so does safe eating. The deeper work I did this week was a reflection that had me looking at different seasons of my life and asking one question: how was my body protecting me? Writing that out brought compassion up in me like I hadn't felt in a long time. I realized my body was never betraying me. It was maturing when I was uninformed. It was holding life when I was overwhelmed. It was storing energy when I was undersupported. It was adapting during chronic stress. It was activating survival mode during early racial trauma. And it was responding to pressure during college, medical school, marriage, and parenting. And for the first time, it really landed in my heart. Every season of weight change had a context. Every season of eating had a reason. And every fluctuation was protection. When I finished that reflection, the first emotion I felt was compassion. I literally thought, my goodness, Alicia, you have been through a lot. And I felt relief too, because I do feel like I'm on the other side of a lot of what I survived. I still encounter stress, yes, but I'm learning how to move through it differently. I'm also doing this work in therapy. I'm addressing nervous system healing, racial trauma, and how the body holds what the mind couldn't process. And what I'm noticing lately is that I'm not overriding myself as much. When I feel activated, I'm catching it sooner. And when I feel heavy, I'm not instantly trying to outwork it. I'm listening, which is new for me. Another thing I did this week was a media detox. And I started naming the beauty stories I'm ready to unsubscribe from. The stories that say my hair has to look a certain way to be acceptable, my body has to be a certain shape to be worthy, my skin has to be a certain shade to be beautiful, that overweight automatically equals unhealthy, that aging makes you invisible, and that my body has to be optimized before it gets to be seen. When I imagined a world where bodies were not ranked, my first response was I would exhale. That told me something because my healing isn't about beauty, it's about safety. So I gave myself one small visible practice for the week. I decided I was going to wear something I genuinely liked, even if I was not sure it was flattering, because I'm starting to understand that flattering has often meant minimizing. And I feel when I wear something I like, it means I'm choosing myself. This is a boundary. That is practice, and that is me teaching my nervous system it's safe to be seen. I also wrote a body gratitude letter. I thanked my body for carrying me through trauma, through pressure, through parenting, and through seasons where I didn't know how to care for myself. I thanked my body for still being here after all the criticism, external and internal. And I ended it with a sentence that I want to hold on to. My body carried me through what my mind could not, and now I want to carry my body with kindness. I also started a new practice, and that was a slow beginner strength training regimen. I only did it once, but it felt good, not because I'm trying to shrink, but because it felt like partnership, like I'm learning how to support my body instead of fighting. So, what I am carrying forward from this week, I'm carrying forward this refrain that my body is not my enemy, it has been my protector. And now I am in a season where I can thank it instead of blaming it. I'm carrying forward slower eating, not for protection, but for awareness. I'm carrying forward one small act of visibility. And I'm carrying forward the truth that nervous system healing can look like something simple, such as resting, breathing, wearing what you like, strength training once, and being kinder to the body that carried you. That's where I am this week, still in the work, still moving slowly, but more present, compassionate, and honestly, more free. If you're navigating your own relationship with food, body, or health, and would like to learn more about the Empower Her journey, or join my free private Facebook group, you can find that information in the links below. and I'll see you next week right here for the work in real time.